What a perfect day to sail. So yeah, I've got my navigation light on, mostly because we've got two dhows that are kind of racing each other towards GRC, which is exactly where we're going. So yep, we're gonna keep an eye on those two, but no doubt we're gonna smoke them. They just don't stand a chance when the Queen is fully deployed. Even with this simplified rigging, just makes a difference. So we are on our way to the shipyard of GRC just to do some more upgrade on our rigging. Kind of looking forward to that. We're gonna see if we can check in with Blake as well, because you know that's the right thing to do. I hope that the trade negotiations are moving forward in the right direction, and yeah, we're definitely smoking them. So we are day 599, which is quite amazing. Yeah, we're gonna be day 600 in GRC, I think, no doubt about that. And yeah, I was reflecting on everything that I've learned in the last 600 days, and damn, it's been it's been quite something. Now, there is one maneuver that I've kind of consciously stayed away from, mostly because it scares me a little bit, and that's the Heaving 2. Now, part of it is because it scares me. The other part is also because I wasn't sure there was a use for it in Sailwind, but I'm starting to see like a few scenarios where it could actually come handy, and I don't know if you see how we are like just leaving them in the dust. And so, you know, because let's be real, I'm gonna be late to Oasis anyway, because that's due in 6 days, and you know we still have Alank Academy to do after the couple of days we're gonna have to spend in GRC for the upgrades. So yeah, we're not on a timer. We're very much enjoying sailing the Alank waters, and so I think as we're gonna come up to 4 p.m. we're gonna give it a shot. We're gonna try to see if we can do some Heaving 2 and spend the night and then see where we are at in the morning. So that's gonna be quite exciting. So what I'm gonna start doing is pulling most of my sails. I actually have to decide whether I'm gonna keep the Genoa or the jib, and I think I'm gonna keep the jib because it's slightly bigger, and I need a good counterbalance to my mizzen gaff, which is the other sail that's gonna stay up. So let's see. Let me bring that one in. All right, we're gonna bring that one in too. We're still making progress. We're still smoking those two, so we're all good. And then we're gonna work on the mizzen. So I'm gonna leave the gaff open, but not as much. I think the angle is way too large for having any chance of being successful. So we're gonna close that one like so, at least to begin with, and then we're gonna also pull up our mainsail. All right, so perfect. So now we have the right sails to try that out. I would very much like to complete it before nightfall. Thank you. Yeah, we are so much west that the sun is setting up very early. Yeah, love this game. All right, so how close are those two? Not that close. All right. So we're gonna initiate our Heaving to maneuver. Let's lock the helm full starboard. Here I think we're good. And then we're gonna make sure that the jib doesn't hold us against going towards the wind. We're gonna put it. I'm not gonna put it max just yet. Alright. We're doing our turn. Very good. We want to come close to be against the wind. Let's see. We're losing a bit of momentum. That angle still seems a bit high to me. Let me see. We're gonna close it a bit more. Alright, now we're good. Let's pull. Quick. I don't wanna attack, right? Alright. Now we should lose the little momentum that we still had. I just want to stay aware. Okay. So this one seems good. We've got something flapping. We've got a beautiful sunset. Oh, nice. And we should... Anyone has seen my my chip log somewhere? Did I buy one even from Alang? I thought so, because I'm tired of this one. Can you come here? Thank you. All right. Let's see. Hello? Ooh! We have no speed whatsoever. Do we have speed? Let's call it negligible. Alright, let me put that one down. For a sec, what I want to do is take some reading before we go to bed. So we are full south, so that's perfect. That's going to be very easy for us to see in the morning. Then we're going to take the middle of the big rock, full east. Let's call it full east. That's very easy, I love it. And then southwest, we've got an island, and it's one of the non-inhabited one. All right, so that's good. We've got no speed. Let's take a look. I think we're looking great. Why is my starboard navigation light off? What's going on? Flipping heck. Alright. The Dows, they're continuing their route into GRC. That's fine. I'm gonna drink a bit. Food wise, I'm doing alright. What time is it now? 6:30. Alright. So we can wait a little bit more, but just as a sanity check. So we have change heading a little bit. Alright. Which means that my readings are now slightly off. No. We haven't moved, so we are still full east, and here we are still southwest. Okay, very good. So we are not moving, and actually, okay. So we're gonna be like, yeah, you see. I think it's this angle that is an issue. Let's see if that brings us, because I don't want a scenario like, look at that. I'm taking, no, we cannot have that. That's not possible. that means that I'm taking the wind straight from on my side. In that case, my starboard side. But like, you know, in any given scenario, that would be yeah, that's not possible. Let's try to remedy that. Let's try to get some lighting as well on, because it's getting dark real quick here. Okay. Luckily, lights are plentiful on the Queen. Okay. Now we're looking perfect. So are we? Well, we're looking perfect, but I can see the flipping flag. How are we doing? Yeah, you know what? We're gonna lock in again, I think. Alright, lock in, please. Thank you. What's our heading? Okay. Our speed should still be fairly non-existent. Actually, yeah. We're still braking or what? We are totally braking. We're not moving. That's perfect. We're still good. We're still good. Okay. Am I gonna switch off those lights? Nope. Let's go to bed. I almost thought I had slept through the night, but no, we've got the usual waking call between midnight and 1. We are still in the right heading somehow, so we haven't moved too much. We still have negative speed. That's awesome. It's working. Let's go back to bed and see where we stand in the morning. And a full energy bar as we wake up. It's still nighttime. 4:30, huh? Alright. Let's see. Ooh, we have changed heading a little bit. Okay, that's interesting. We still have no speed. That's perfect. We didn't take water, at least not. Okay. I'm gonna grab a quick breakfast while we wait for the sun to show up. And then we're gonna take our visual reading, see where we stand compared to GRC and that little island. It's starting to be daylight. Very good. So we should have... Yes. Gold Rock City, full east, which is perfect, and then southwest, I want to say. Almost, yeah, because we changed a bit. South or west by southwest. Ooh, actually very close from southwest. Awesome. It's working. It's working nice. Let's get going. Coming into port, I was pumped up by this improvised 3-boat race finish. I was somehow expecting a heroic entrance into Gold Rock. After all, I had fared pretty well in the Albacore sprint. Reality ended up very different. To put it blindly, nobody cared. Which is fine, I guess. The shipyard master agreed to do some key modifications to the Queen's rigging, although he fell short to apologize for the gaff's defects during deployment, and I fell very far from landing a discount on the upcoming work as a compensation. Next task on my list was to let Blake know that I was in town for a few days. As another reminder that I was still a nobody here, the gate remained shut tight, and I ended up scream-asking the dude on the other side to let Blake know the Queen's captain was reporting for duty. Kind of. With those 2 important steps brilliantly completed, I made my way to the town to purchase a few things and then head toward the capital tavern, ready to celebrate those 600 days, another key milestone in my journey so far. The jury was still out on whether the headache, the thirst and dry mouth, or the burning sun on my skin woke me up first. But the resulting utter distress I felt was quickly making me reconsider some of the decisions I made, if not my whole life, entirely. What the fuck is going on? Wine? Oh, no, fuck, it's rotten. Where? How? Why? A pot? Ooh, lamb. That one I'll take. I'm solo on everything. What's going on? Yes, water. My head hurts so much. Well, I guess I'll have to find out what happened later. It's kind of time to swim back. I'm so weak though. I need to rest. It had to take me about an eternity and a half to cross the channel, and I arrived truly exhausted. Every fiber in every single one of my muscle was aching. And as I was making my way to the boat to get some elixir, I was stopped by a local. He told me that the top diplomat of Aestrin was urgently looking for me since yesterday, and that I had to join her as soon as possible in her house along the walls. I guess the nap would wait. Alright, crossing the bridge, and he told me the third house on the left, that's 2. Hello, sir. Fishes? I think I'm good, thanks. And third house, let's go. The door opened promptly, and I was led to a large room. An imposing table took most of the space, with Blake sitting behind it. My weak smile quickly disappeared as Blake's eyes turned dark with anger, looking me down slowly. She seemed about to say something, then paused and simply stated, "I have been looking for you." "And here I am. I came as soon as I heard. I was busy fishing." "Fishing," she replied. "I see. Anyway, what can I do for you, Blake? How are the negotiations going?" Again, a heavy pause. "Very well, actually. Most of the disputes were solved within 24 hours, and the issue of smuggling was settled over dinner that very first day." I felt the little color I had left drain instantly from my face. Smuggling? "Yes," she said. "It appeared that a captain used his connection to falsify trade documentation, abandoned official cargo at sea, and later relocated to Astrin. Does any of this ring a bell, Captain?" "I believe all this happened while the embargo was in place." Look, Blake, As I said," she interrupted, "the matter has been resolved. We will discuss this further at a later time. I sent for you as we need to leave as soon as possible." "What do you mean?" "The trade negotiations were a pretext, an excuse, if you will, for the three regions to come together. We need to head at once to a secret location. I am already late." I was stunned. Wait. You mean this whole thing? It was just for show? "You'll get over it," she snapped back. "Blake, can you get another transport?" "No. I have not completed my Allen loop yet, and I..." "No," she interrupted again. "Look, my boat is in the shipyard. I am working on an experimental rigging, and the Queen is in no conditions to..." "We leave at dawn tomorrow. You may want to go get some rest and recover from your latest fishing trip. This meeting is over." Dude, what's going... Oh, and there is a storm. That's a lot. Damn. Oh, I forgot to ask Blake where we were even going, but if you ask me, that's only the start of our problems. I need to sleep first. I'm so tired. Alright. Yeah. Thank you. Well, good morning. Good rainy morning. I thought it was all a bad dream until that lady back there woke me up and told me that Blake was waiting inside the Queen already. It's what time is it? It's almost 8 a.m. so I am feeling much better today. Thanks for asking. And but we have a few pickles here. Number one is where we're going. So I was told that we are going somewhere west of Oasis, but not any additional information, no coordinates, nothing. So that's gonna be fun. And the bigger issue at hand is this. Yep. Let me get the drone in the air and show you a little bit what I mean. And yeah, this is now the rigging of our Queen. So I was chatting with a dude at the shipyard, and I had been doing some reading about ancient Roman time and the type of ships that they were using to transport cargo. And you know, kind of jokingly, I asked the shipyard master to equip my boat as such. Now, jokes on me, because it kind of cost me a little fortune, because for some reason he wouldn't accept me to sell the old reading at a good price, so I was in for a lot of money. But now we are stuck with this rigging. I was initially planning of sailing around the bay there, see how fun it can be, and and then change that to a more yeah. So we have that problem now. I think I have enough supply. Let me turn on some lights here. It's getting quite dark. I think we have enough supplies. I still haven't finished equipping the boat here. Yeah, I need to finish that. But what's that, Blake? Yeah. We're going. All right. So, how are we gonna do this? Now, interestingly enough, I have a very good angle for my bowsprit square. I think I'm having 75 degrees, but I'm only reaching 45 with the mainsail there. So we're gonna have to see how that's gonna work out. Now, on the bright side, we got the helm on the upper deck there, and this is where I can. Whoops! I need to be careful. What? Yeah, you see, I'm so not ready. Okay, let me leave that one there for now. Yeah, so that's where I can trim, or I can adjust my my sail angle to the wind here. So let's see, if we were to release that one fully, I think that would give us a good angle to get going. But I'm not too sure how strong of a push this is gonna give us, given the sail. And this one, as you can see, has a very, very nice angle, and I think that's why we're gonna start with it. As soon as the mooring line are released, which now the wind might very well push us to on the dock here, but I'm not gonna push. Let's see if I can prevent that from happening here. We're gonna go 3/4 there, and then we're gonna start and release our bowsprit square here. That's and not the anchor, right? Yeah, not the anchor. Alright, so let's see. Alright, right away we feel the momentum. You know what, I'm not even gonna deploy it further. I'm gonna go back to the helm real quick, and by real quick I mean I'm gonna nicely walk there, and we are gonna avoid the dock. Perfect, very good. Okay, let me try to see if I can deploy a little bit the mainsail here. Ooh, did you feel the change in the balance? We're grabbing speed right away. The Roman Queen exiting the shipyard of Gold Rock City. What a sight. Very nice. Okay, now back to navigation. So we know we need to go. So my plan actually is to sail to Al Nilem, so full west, and then take north by northwest route, and that should bring us to that mysterious meeting location. Now, am I gonna get So I'm not going the right direction at all, right? Okay. You know what? We're gonna take it slow here, because I need to figure out a thing or two, and I'm not sure I want to tack, so I might go around GRC over there, eastwards, just to take it easy. I need to get used to the sail before attempting a flipping tack, because I don't have a jib or anything to save me this time, right? So the sequence is gonna have to work between the two sails, and the winches are like couldn't be further away one from the other. I do like the speed a lot, though. I do like the speed a lot. We're gonna stay clear of the sandbank. We're gonna stay clear of the incoming dough. Yeah, just one. Although this guy is not gonna be an issue for very long. So we're gonna fully deploy. Might need to run a bit on this config here. That's fine. Alright, fully deploy there. Do we have any sandbank issue? We should be fine. And then we're gonna gradually start our turn, trying to keep the wind in a good position here. And I'm gonna fully deploy my my mainsail this time. There we go. Nice. So the whole point of this experience, right, is gonna be to assess how we can, how you would sail such a boat. With the new sail design, right, or physics, it's a very, very attractive look, though. I like it a lot. Might not be the easiest on a kind of a long voyage, but I think the trip to this secret location is gonna be giving us a taste of what a long journey would look like here. And we might actually see the dhow that is stuck on the other side of Gold Rock, so that's cool as well. Oh, is that the seafloor there? We're hitting some bigger waves. I like that. And I also like the fact that we're taking it easy. So it's about 3 p.m. and I'm trying to hold a kind of a northwest heading, which is becoming slightly difficult with the wind turning slightly. We were going a solid 7 knots as we were going around GRC, but now, admittedly, the wind has weakened a bit, which is fine. I wasn't expecting so much speed. This one is gonna trigger me a little bit. There we go. But yeah, I wasn't expecting speed necessarily, but I must say it's quite fun. It's quite fun. It's gonna make navigation slightly more challenging, I think, which is, I don't know, cool, I guess, maybe. So northwest going. We should leave Alank Academy on our starboard side. I was chatting with Blake earlier, a fairly cold conversation for some reason. Neither of us brought up the smuggling component just yet. I think I'm just gonna lay low and wait for her to bring it up at some point. And yeah, it's been I don't know. Yeah, the conversation was a bit weird. Didn't feel like we crossed half the world together only a few weeks ago, but hey, that's fine. Anyway, during that conversation, she brought up that we couldn't stop at any islands on the way, which is a bummer, because I thought I was finally gonna be able to deliver my cargo to Oasis, but I guess we're postponing that. So we are now day 603. I started the party on the night of day 600, and I woke up on that beachfront on day 602. So yeah, quite a celebration, but I think it was worth it. Very, very pleasant sailing. I don't even need to use my weight to counterbalance. Probably only doing 4 knots. Not gonna check, because it's gonna impact my mood potentially. But we definitely have speed. And the mainsail is not flapping at that angle, so we might be good to follow this during the night. Not sure what it's gonna look like when we wake up though, but hey, that's fine. Good morning. 6 a.m. or a few minutes after that. We've made some good pace overnight. We have GRC, but as you can see, GRC is to our south by southeast, and the reason why is because the wind turned just before I went to bed. I had to take a true northwards direction. I woke up at 1 a.m. The wind had turned a little bit, so I was able to go back north by northwest, I want to say. And now I just wake up and I'm like, I can try to go back to a northwest heading, which should help us here. Not yet. Almost there. Alright, we're gonna cut it good. Now, do I need breakfast? Yes, I do. Alright, let's grab some lamb, or is it pork? I don't remember. And then I'm gonna grab some water as well and get ready for our day. Morning, Blake. You sleep well? Yeah? Alright, good. Okay, so I don't know how we're gonna navigate blindly there. Blake would like us to stay away from Oasis so that not to be seen by the local population. I don't know if we're gonna be able to do that though. So we're heading northwest. I think we should be good. Now the problem is that I don't have visual on any other island, right? Nope. And having Alank Academy in sight would be a helpful guide, but maybe later today. I'm not too sure. we'll see about that. Okay. Obviously, I'm spending way less time working the winches and working the sails, which is very enjoyable. And I can't believe, we are not doing crazy speeds, although I was beating 8 knots overnight, but we're not turtling our way. Look at that, we're at a solid 7 most of the time. Yeah, I think 7 average at least. That's very encouraging. Now, looking forward to the first storm. But I think, it's just going around. Now, given the wind direction, I don't know if I'm gonna need to tack. But to be honest, the way to Oasis has never been the one that scared me the most. The way back, though, that's an entirely different story. Coming on to 5 p.m. We've made some very good progress today, as you can barely see Gold Rock City now. We left this morning, not that early, right? Or yesterday? No, we left yesterday. But this morning, no, we've been making good pace. Not everything in one single day, but I don't know. I'm hoping. We're going north by northwest right now. Wind is extremely favorable. I'm not putting my sails on tension because that's definitely not my area of focus right now. My focus is how do I avoid getting lost? And the answer to that question is gonna be the Oasis Lighthouse. I am hoping that at some point during the night I'm going to see the lighthouse, or at least its faint light in the distance. That should allow us to get our bearings and then keep exploring the area. No, I've told Blake, I said, I don't guarantee. I could get you to Oasis in under 3 days, but a secret location where the only coordinates are west of Oasis, I'm sorry, but you're gonna have to give me some room to maneuver here. So hopefully we get a glimpse of Oasis at some point, and then we're gonna keep an eye open for land somewhere. Now, obviously, I didn't come into view of Alank Academy, even though I was kind of looking for it, as that would have been a good guide, as I said. But yeah, no, that didn't materialize. Now, my concern is that in the morning we won't have Gold Rock City in sight, I think. Ooh, nice wave. We're surfing the waves very nicely at the moment. Yeah, you see, it's not gonna be visible in the morning, so I gotta know better where I am overnight. We're going 9 knots, no? This is crazy. We're going so fast. So now with the night upon us, I'm gonna have a lot of false hope as the stars are rising. And yeah, no more Gold Rock City. That's behind us. I'm feeling slightly less confident than I was under the influence of alcohol, I guess. Yeah, I'm not too sure how I'm gonna play this. Now there is not a chance that this is northeast of us. Not a chance. Yep. Ooh! You see, this is a kind of false hope I'm talking about, because that's just a flipping star. Damn. Yeah, we're gonna have to wait a little bit. Now, do I want to do like a little bit of a position reading? Just to see what's up? Give me the north, please. That way, yeah, obviously. Haven't done a reading in a while though. 31, 32. Does that make sense? I'm not sure. Let me put that down right there. Pull the map. 32, yeah, that totally makes sense. Totally makes sense. Come on, Oasis. Show up somewhere. What time is it? Fuck, 2:30 already. I wanted to just take a small nap, and we're still cruising. This is amazing. I wanted to take just a small nap. We are now going almost north. Okay, that's fine. Was kind of hoping to come to the deck with Oasis in sight. But no Oasis to be seen yet. Is the night still young? Not really, right? 3 AM. That's not good. That's not good at all. Okay, the hunger woke me up, but it's already day. Fuck! No. It's daylight. The sun is rising. We are heading north now. Okay, so we did move a little bit. Yeah, GRC nowhere to be seen. That's not good. Nope. Nothing. Alright. Our next best hope is gonna be coordinate reading, which is gonna happen at noon, especially if the weather stays that nice. It's gonna be an easy one, and based on that we're gonna try to assess what's our best next heading. Is there a tiny bit of GRC anywhere? Nope. That reminds me when I decided not to go back to Sunspire to buy the OP spyglass. I wasn't thinking it would be useful ever again, and here I am, desperately missing it. Flipping it. Okay. Let's keep on sailing. Luckily we are not going too fast right now, so that should make sure we won't miss anything. I keep having visions of mysterious landmark appearing in the distance. And as usual, every time I take my my spyglass, there is nothing. Okay. Patience. So I've been thinking, I know, it's, yeah. Anyway, it's coming on to 10 a.m., so we're still a solid 2 hours away from our reading. But I was, trying to go back through the headings that we had during the trip. And I think, if I'm not wrong, and big emphasis on the if here, we left Oasis on our east overnight, and we went too far north probably, which is why we are now heading almost full west. And then we're gonna do our reading there. By the way, I'm gonna be ready, because let me tell you, I am not missing that one. Oasis might be somewhere over there. Yeah, I know. I said I was gonna get ready for Oasis, but there is something with this spyglass. When you're looking for land, don't want to even imagine how it is in real life, right? When you're unsure of your position, if that still happened today with the GPS and all, but where you must have been glued to your spyglass waiting for a sign or a shadow or something on the horizon. Very exciting. Yeah, I'm a bit concerned, but I'm not scared. Alright, let's try to check. We are actually interested in both latitude and longitude, and I'm already not liking at all what I'm seeing there, because what that tells me is that we are way too north, or a bit too north. Damn. Okay. Coming on to noon. Ah, flippy neck. How are we gonna manage with the squares, huh? I'm asking you that simple question. And the answer might be coming very soon. So we are looking at a 1220, right? We are looking at being at least in the -5, if not the -6, which would bring us to 1224. I'm looking at 2223. Okay, 2223, and we are. Hey, we are not. Okay, we are not. We are 35 yet or not? I'm not sure though. Give me. No, that's not gonna work. No, we are 32 and a half, 33. Hey, we. Give me the map. What's Oasis? 32, 33. Oasis, and we are -5, -6 longitude, sorry, and 32, 33. We might actually not be too bad. Okay. The reading ended up bringing back some hope here. What's that, Blake? Yep, we're on the right heading. I think, but yeah, we should see no better by this evening, hopefully. Did I see something? Wait a sec here. Am I? I'm 34. That's not Oasis territory at all. Or latitude. That's not good. Not this one. Where is my other map? Here. Holy smoke. And there we go. I must have misread, no? Give me a... Damn. Alright. So we are north of where we should be. But at noon we were solid into the 32.5, no? How could I have misread so much? Okay. 6:15. We have, it seems, no momentum. Sorry, let me take that back. We have backwards momentum. And then we're taking a bath, which is fine. Flippy neck. How come? Oh yeah, okay. Because the wind totally turned on us. Which, all things considered, might not be a bad thing. Because it should allow us to turn nicely and then potentially taking a south route. It's gonna be tough for us to turn. There we go. But then once we are but we have very good wind to get going though. We should get some forward momentum momentarily. Come on, a bit more. Can I help it a bit? There we go. That should help us. Let's see. A little bit of a tight maneuver here. But it looks like we're gonna have a bit of speed. Or not. Are we like perfectly... No, we're gonna get on the way. I'm pretty sure of that. I'm gonna release a bit of pressure on the rudder, and there we go. We are going south by southeast. That's not ideal. I'd rather go south at this stage. South until noon. I don't think I went west far enough, but at this point, right, there is no way we're going west right now. Oh, we've got something. No way. Southwest of us. Okay, whoa, stay here you. I need you so much right now. I don't remember if I have a spare on board. That's anyway, what? Okay. And it's gonna be tight for as an approach right now. I wonder how I'm gonna negotiate that. Blake, I think we've got visual on the island, or I think we had visual on the island. Yeah, we do. We do, we do. Nice. Yes. And that was without taking any landmark between Gold Rock City and here. Now, we are still very far from it because we cannot see it at the naked eye. So yeah, Blake, I think an arrival tomorrow, day 6 or 7, sounds about right. We have a very unfavorable wind direction for our sails right now, and we're still going at 4 plus 5 knots. 5 plus 6 minus. Beautiful. Beautiful. This is great. It's this experiment is actually turning out much better than I anticipated. We are on our final approach. It's been quite something. Getting into an island with square sails when the wind is clearly against you. But it's been very interesting learning to manage those sails, and it's been surprising. And it's been a great experience, albeit very slow at time, which is the case right now. We're probably sustaining a solid 2 to 3 knots, and with a wind which is at the limit of pushing us eastward of the island, which is not what I want to do because I am not sure where the entrance, where the dock is. And as we're getting closer, I'm starting to notice there are a lot of rocks, and so far I cannot spot any dock or anything. But we're probably still a few hours out, which isn't great because we're reaching the end of the day. So I'm gonna end up arriving at this place like a solid 36 hours after what I initially anticipated, which is fine, I guess. Although doesn't help me put my relationship with Blake back on track. But hey, that's fine, I guess. Okay, so by coming in westward, right, even though that makes my approach fairly slow, that opens a lot of flexibility, based on where the dock ends up being. So that's really what I'm striving for. Now, having my bowsprit square at such an orientation, right, that keeps pushing my bow into my port side, so into the east currently, which is not great, and so I'm trying to like counterbalance with my rudder, but I also need to be very careful because we're very close from having our square totally useless, at least our main one. But what I've noticed as well is that with this sail configuration, a few degrees, and I really mean it, just a few degrees, is giving you a lot of like it allows you to take a lot of wind very very quickly, and maneuverability wise, it's been surprisingly great as well. So yeah, it's it's working somehow. All right, do we see something? No. But we still hear flapping. The sun is getting low. Our speed is not increasing. The wind is not very very strong right now. So yeah, I guess it's gonna be a morning arrival, which gonna put us day 608. And in case you wonder, right? Not reputation, but current mission. Yeah. We're flipping late, but that's fine. That's fine. We knew it. It's now official though. All right. Last few hours, and we're there. I wanted to wait for the next day to get close, but Blake just would not have it. I also wanted to remind her that I had tried to warn her about the Queen's experimental rigging, but decided against it, and instead redirecting the conversation towards our destination. Elean Island had been for long a hidden pirate lair, and the island sultan had kept it uncharted and used it as a place for discreet meetings and other activities best kept, say, private. In return, the pirates could conduct their business in peace, for the most part. Blake left early the next day, and I took advantage of it to do some climbing around the island and discover a bit more what it was about. Always being mindful of staying away from the small village. It's only 2 days later that I was called on firm ground and asked to go and dock next to the main entrance of the port. Alright, let me ask this gentleman here. Morning, sir. Any idea where the secret meeting is happening? On top of the hill? Alright. Thanks, bud. Okay, it should be this way. Around the palm tree. Yes. Take the stairs up. And there should be a house right up there. Yep. There we go. I could not have possibly been ready for what was coming. Over the last few years, there had been multiple sightings of a land in the Far East. Reports were often conflicting, but enough of them had happened to garner interest among the region's leadership. There would have been very little public support for an exploratory enterprise, and it was decided to keep it under wrap. An opportunity had presented itself following the trade dispute between the archipelago and Estrin. Hence, the fake trade negotiations and the secret meeting. The regions had agreed to get together and send a ship in the east with the sole purpose of confirming the existence of these supposed new lands. Alank would provide the boat, the archipelago, the resources and tools needed for such a journey, and Estrin, the manpower. I was informed that I had been volunteered to the task. I shall sail east on a sandbank by day 700. Stop at the archipelago to load more than enough resources for a trip I may never return from. In exchange for my service, the regions would forget my past smuggling activities. After paying a $20,000 fine, after paying a 20,000 Emerald Dragon fine to the archipelago and completing the mission to the lagoon I had abandoned at sea. Blake would be sailing back to Estrin on the Queen with a crew of pirates from the island. In the morning of day 610, I watched the Queen set sail north, with the crew of bozos sailing her. Those morons had not even turned on the navigation lights. What the fuck do I do now? Well, to begin with, those two are never happening, that's for sure. I'm eating 200 reputation penalty here, and then we need to get out of here. And I'm not swimming. Good morning, gentlemen. Do you have a job that involves a boat? Hey gang, you've been watching Chapter 5 of the Ocean Journey, the Alang Diplomacy, and as you can see, the stage is all set for the next chapter of our adventure. But until then, thanks for watching, and I see ya!